I like never go live this early. It's so fun. Good morning. Good morning. One 1:30 a.m. Oh my goodness. It is 8:30 a.m. for me. It is 8:30 in the morning. Are you in America? Hello. Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing? I'm late for my live by a day because I fucked up my leg. But I'm back, guys. Just one day late. How is everybody doing today? I'm so excited to see you guys. It's so much earlier than when I usually go live. I wonder if any of my mods are going to come on now. I feel like they're usually on later. Oh, thank you, Lisa. I am doing paid readings today, guys. Just getting my list ready. So if you would like to get on my list, I just got on live. I do $45 readings, which is just tarot, and you can ask any question for both options. You can ask anything you'd like. And then I also have $65 readings, which is in-depth, like the reading is physically longer, and it's also, I use multiple decks. So I use oracle decks and tarot, so we just get more in-depth. So those are my options, 45 and 65. If you'd like to get on my list, you can click on the link on my page, and then you will find my website. And on my website, the first button you'll see, it says paid readings here, and then you'll click and everything's set up for you to click if you want to get on my list. So yes. How long are the readings? So the readings, they're not really timed, but they're usually like, I would say maybe 10. Sometimes the in-depth readings can be like 15 minutes. Yeah. But that's how you're gonna pay, guys. So you're gonna go on my website, you're gonna click on my link tree, and then you'll see my website, and then it'll be the first option once you find my website. So yeah, my list is open, guys, if you wanna get on my list. I'm so excited to see you guys. I know that I am wearing shorts. I just have to say that I am wearing shorts. I know that I usually go live on Wednesdays, but I couldn't go live yesterday. I know we need a mod. Who wants to mod here? We've got some weirdos in the chat. Hi, Max. Okay, who in here is a strawberry that wants to be a mod? Who in here is a strawberry that wants to mod? I just like don't trust a lot of people in here to mod. Okay, so you guys are a strawberry? Kiki, I trust you. And we'll do... I'm just like picking anyone that's giving me like woman vibes. No offense to the men, but... Thank you so much for subbing. Oh, I know, I'm subbed to you. Oh, thank you, Kiki. I just felt good vibes coming from your names, so. Whoa, the comments are moving so fast. You're welcome. Okay, that's how I'm feeling right now. Okay, so guys, if you want to get on my list, I'm doing paid readings. I just got on live just a few minutes ago, so my list is currently open. So if you'd like to be first on my list, you can get a $45 reading, which is just tarot, or a $65 reading, which is in-depth with tarot. So with that being said, if you want to get on my list, you click on the link on my page, and then through that link, you'll be able to find my website, and then on my website, it'll be the first option there where you can pay for a live reading. Thank you, Kiki. What is going on? The vibes are like so weird this morning. Guys, my birthday is on Sunday. So I'm so excited for that. Don't know exactly what I'm gonna do yet, but thank you. There is like no one in here. Aw, thank you guys. I'm turning 22, which is crazy. Aw, thank you, Andrea. Yes, this is a tarot thing. So I am doing paid readings right now. If you'd like to get on my list, you can click on the link on my page, and then you'll find my website, and then through my website, you'll be able to pay for a reading, and you'll see my options there. I wish I could play music on these YouTube lives, but then I can't upload it after. Okay, so to get things started, maybe I'll give someone a free reading to get started here. To kick off these paid readings. So if you want a free reading, only gonna do one. I'll do one free reading. And then if you see that reading and you're interested and you'd like to get a reading, then you know where to go. You can click on the link on my page and you'll find my website to pay for a reading. So with that being said, I'm not just gonna pick somebody. I'm gonna have you guys ask questions in the chat and I will pick the question I feel most called to. Okay, so ask a question in the chat and I will pick the question that I feel most called to. Whoa. You guys are funny. Some of you guys are funny. Why are you looking at us like that? I'm just reading the questions, guys. I'm feeling called to this one, honestly. Joseph is asking, is my relationship doomed? I don't know why that's calling out to me. Interesting question. Let's see what comes through. Okay, Joseph, so there's a lot of energy coming out here right now about like a beginning. So when you say, is my relationship doomed, whether this is something that's been long-term or this is something that's new or it's long-term, regardless, we have the Page of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Fool, and then the Temperance in the reverse position. So this is immediately telling me that something that your relationship is actually challenging within you is a stronger masculine energy. So that's pretty much the ability to do things in the relationship outside of the compass of fear. So that could be this energy here of if you notice that you maybe avoid vulnerable conversations, or maybe you cling on too tight to a future or to like an expectation and you're not actually giving to the connection authentically, your guides are kind of asking you right now to build something independently. So when you give to the connection, it's coming from a space of like worthiness and confidence rather than from a place of like, I feel like I have to do this because if I don't, everything's gonna fall apart. So it's kind of a big energy that I'm getting, especially with the Fool. But the Page of Pentacles is like an apprenticeship energy. We have the Four of Wands on the bottom, which is a great relationship card. I don't feel like your relationship is doomed, but I do feel like it's requiring more presence for you than you are more comfortable giving. And it's something, like I said, that's challenging your masculine energy. Let me get a second row here. Faith is a big thing for you right now. And I think the reason faith is so big is because when it comes to taking action in a connection, the ego loves physical evidence, and your soul or like feminine energy requires faith. And faith is trusting what you can't see. Your ego is trusting something only because you know you're going to get what you want. So a lot of the times we have the Page of Pentacles with the Nine of Cups. It's like, in order to be happy, I need to do something to make sure my relationship is good. Because your happiness is dependent on the relationship. What your guides are asking you to do right now is to pretty much say, how can I be happy first in me, in something that I have control over, and then give to my connection. that's something that's really loud here. We have the Queen of Cups on the bottom and then the King of Wands. So yeah, they're really wanting you to nurture your feminine energy. Even on the Emperor card in here, there is a unicorn on it. And then next to that is the Fool. So there's definitely an energy here of you allowing yourself to open up and be more vulnerable. It's kind of coming through as like a mothering energy to like mother yourself. With the Queen of Pentacles coming out, that usually does come out for me when there is like a mother wound. And that could be an energy here of like, it could come through as possessiveness, but it can also in a masculine energy come through as avoidance. So I do feel like there could kind of be an energy here of perceiving the connection to be like not something you want it to be, but you're also maybe not being someone that's putting in a lot of vulnerability. So I would definitely say to like have vulnerable conversations, ask yourself how you feel, and make sure you're communicating that in your connection. So to answer your question, no, I would not say your relationship is doomed. Ayla is next on my list here. Ayla got a $65 reading. So Ayla's getting an in-depth reading. If you guys want to see what that's like, even if you didn't buy a reading, you can still resonate with somebody else's question. Like, we're all here for a reason. And then after Ayla, we have Megan. Megan got an in-depth reading. Megan sent me a $5 tip. Thank you. Okay, so Ayla. And then Megan. Okay, so first we have Ayla. Are you here, Ayla? And if you are, I just want to know, like, oh my gosh, your beginning of your question is so sweet. Can I read your question out loud, or would you like me to keep it private? Okay, I see you, Ayla. And guys, there's only 2 people on my list, so if you like these readings, and like I said, these are in-depth readings, these are the $65 ones, then you can click on the link on my page and you'll find my website. Yes, of course. And then you can pay through my website. You'll see the option there on how to pay. $45 readings for just shorter tarot, and $65 readings for in-depth. Okay, first she says, hi, you look stunning. Energy plus looks. Thank you, that's so sweet. But I was wondering if you could look into my love life. It feels like it's a completely void. No man, no roster, no prospects. I've never had a relationship, literally ever. I keep getting tarot readings talking about somebody coming in. I've been putting in a lot of effort towards changing / improving myself. Still, I don't see any other difference in my life other than the things that I have control over. I don't know if I'm just putting blind faith in my algorithms. LOL. Maybe getting a more personal reading would be a better fit for me. Okay, I love that question. And again, I hope if you guys, anyone else in the chat here or watching is feeling the same way that Ayla's feeling, then maybe this reading could also be for you. So take what resonates. So just pretty much wondering what's going on in my love life and what can I do to align to the reality where I attract a connection. Okay, let's see. Mods are killing it. My mods are killing it, guys. Thank you. No, okay, guys. So it's $45 is for a tarot reading, $65 for an in-depth reading with Oracle and Tarot. Link in bio. If one of my mods wants to type that out, I'll pin the comment. Okay. What's going on with Ayla's love life right now? Oh my God, this is immediately, I know the lesson you're going through right now. I was feeling it when I was reading your comment. So right now, I noticed that you said in the reading, you're like, I'm just doing what I have control over, right? Like I'm healing in the ways that I have control over. Yeah, exactly. But something that's coming through here is that your idea of control is to heal, not to, you're focusing right now on what your healing looks like instead of what it actually feels like. So what I want you to recognize about like manifesting a relationship is that you're actually, when you embody the feeling of saying, how do I actually want to feel in my relationship and how do I want that person to treat me? Right now you're coming through with peacock sideways and then polar bear reversed. So it kind of feels like right now you're challenging yourself in a way that is like picking a scab. It's not necessarily like, let me put the Band-Aid on and let it heal. It's like, let me pick the scab. So the way that it's coming through is, if I am attracting like a partner, right? And I'm like, I'm having a hard day and I'm having sad emotions. And then your first thought is like, okay, let me heal. Let me do something that's good for me. So that could be like understanding your emotions. Where is this coming from? What's happening? How can I improve myself? How can I do something that's good for me? Instead of, how can I comfort myself? So in a relationship, would you want your partner to come up to you and be like, what's going on? How are you feeling right now? Maybe this is coming from this and this in your past, and I think you should go meditate. Or would you want your partner to be like, oh, babe, I'm so sorry you're feeling that way. Let's go out to eat. You know, let me take your mind off of it. Let me do something to make you feel better. Like how are you treating yourself, and actually like the way that you would want your partner to treat you? So that's something that's coming through here, is your guides are actually wanting you to challenge yourself in a way that isn't disciplined, because that doesn't actually mirror what you want in a relationship. So you have a strong sense of independence, and I actually feel that strongly because you're coming through with Lion. So I feel like you are attracting a connection of somebody that's able to support you the same way you support yourself, but now they're wanting you to expand the way you support yourself to be more emotionally caring, rather than like, I'm gonna heal energy. You're focusing so much on what your life looks like instead of what it feels like. So let me get into another deck here, but this is really about like your comfort zone right now is control. And I think your guides are wanting you to incorporate more playful energy when it comes to a connection, because that's what a relationship would bring into your life, is not taking things so seriously, having somebody to just like lighten the mood, like a very playful energy. The message hits a little too well. I'm so glad it's resonating for you. There is also something here about like putting yourself out there. So dating is like learning the guitar, you know, like, yeah, this is exactly, that's what I mean. Dating is like an energy of, it's not something you're like good at, you know, it's not something you're just like, oh, I'm just like good at dating, or I'm just gonna like go on a date and I'm gonna like expect to marry the first person that I meet. You know, dating is like practicing confidence. That's how I see dating. So we actually have, this is literally a card coming through on the relationship card, which is really interesting, that this is a card about social media, emails, texts. This is also a card that can indicate dating apps. So some kind of advice here is, I feel like actively putting yourself out there on dates is going to be something that really helps you know what it is that you want and how you want to show up in a connection. So something you're struggling with right now is, it kind of feels like you want someone to come in and just like swoop you up. But it's like, if that were to happen, you wouldn't necessarily feel so confident in like, and deserving of that, because it's not something that you've practiced. It's not something that you've experienced. It's something that you just like want. So there's an infancy stage within how you're showing up for yourself right now. And I want you to make sure that like your advice right now is like, first, like I said, show up for yourself in, I was hoping he'd just knock on my door or something. I'm such a hermit. It's exactly what I mean. Like, you have to practice being comfortable out of your shell, and that's something that usually will attract your partner. So with that being said, how I'm feeling it is, first, practice the energy on your own. So this is maybe just like going out to eat, taking yourself out to eat once in a while, or going out to a new class, take a new class where you're going to meet people. This is pretty much saying like, what would I want to do with my partner? And how can I prioritize doing that for myself? And notice how it feels. Notice how it feels to like have fun with yourself. So when you're in that energy of like, this is so fun, I'm having such a good time, that is energy attracts to the same energy. So that vibe is going to attract you to someone else that's in that same vibe. But right now, if your energy is like at home, not doing anything, your guides are like, girl, we can't just like pick him up and put him in your house. Like, you got to go out of your comfort zone. So this is coming through at the end. So I feel like right now, it's not saying like right now get a dating app. It's kind of saying prioritize practicing how you want your connections to feel, and then practice it on dates. When you go on different dates, it's so interesting. The way I like to say it is like, on one date, you might have a King of Wands and he's confident, but he's not very vulnerable. So then you get to say, okay, hello, Oolong Princess, hello, welcome. So then you could just say, okay, he wasn't very vulnerable, but he was really attractive and confident, and I loved that. The next date, now you know, okay, I have a compass. I want someone that's you know, attractive, but this last person wasn't vulnerable, so I'm looking for that. And then this next person is King of Cups. They're maybe not so your type, but they're really vulnerable and they have great conversation, okay? That adds more to your standards. The next date, now you know, okay, I want someone that's attractive. I want someone that I can have good conversation with. And I also want someone that's confident. So now you have these 3 things that you know you want from the experiences that you've had dating. So it's like when you're dating, you get to kind of experience different energies and then build your match. And you're not just building it in your head, you're building it from your body, of what you know feels good. And that's not something you can actually know unless you actively go out and date. So again, there's a really big vibe here of doing that, but at your own pace, right? Like there's no like rush to do this, but you're coming out with evens, which is an infancy stage. I'm gonna finish this off with tarot. Yeah, okay. So something that's distorting your perception right now in relationships is that you're actively not receiving from anyone else. And I think that makes it really hard for you to know like what you actually want, because manifesting is about a feeling, right? So it's like, if I want to be a millionaire and I want to be rich, what is something I can do right now that makes me feel rich, even if it doesn't actually cost a lot of money? That feeling is what amplifies you getting closer to that manifestation. So right now it's like, I want you to really look at your life and kind of say like, where am I not actually feeling like I'm receiving? And how can I put myself in a position where I do feel that way? I really am seeing you going like out in a class or something, like put yourself out in an environment where you're actually around people, ask for help, talk to people. Yeah, and you're coming through as the Empress here. It's like your energy is so much further than you think you are, but you're just not allowing yourself to like see that. So with the Empress coming through and the infancy stage, on top of the infancy stage, it's like, let me prove to myself that I will attract positive things. There's almost a fear here that if you go out of your way to like go out of your comfort zone, then things aren't gonna be good. But this is something that's in your head, and you're not gonna know that you've healed enough to attract better things if you always just stay as a hermit. So you're actually like coming out of hermit mode right now. And I think this is something that's preparing you for a connection, for a relationship. And then we have, oh my goodness, we have the Star with the 3 of Cups. This is literally the card about fun and healing. Look at this. The Star, she's in a jar. This is literally you at home, Queen. Like you're in the jar. A fairy trapped in a jar. Like everyone looks at a fairy and it's like, oh my God, look at that fairy, it's a fairy. And then the 3 of Cups, it's literally a fairy outside. So there's just really big energy here that your guides are wanting you to prove to yourself that when you're out of your comfort zone, with all of the healing that you've done, you're going to attract better things when you're choosing to be in an energy of joy. Joy is like a really big compass for you when it comes to actually attracting the connection. Also, I want to say I'm intuitively feeling that the next connection you attract is going to be very fun and lighthearted, which is another reason why they want you to practice this, because if this person tries to like lift you up and cheer you up and like have a good time, and your response to that is going to be like, no, like I don't have time for that, like I need to heal, you know, and then you're like, you literally don't have mental space to hold someone that's going to want to cheer you up if your mindset is, I have to heal, I have to process my emotions, I have to like go deep, where it's like you've already done that. You know, now it's like you're safe to trust fun, you're safe to trust joy, but you're not going to trust somebody else that's telling you that if you haven't implemented that within yourself. So that is something I'm getting for you, Ayla. Okay, and also Alisa. Alisa's also on my list here as well. Thank you so much. This was so fun. I'm so happy it was fun. I'm excited for you. I think this journey is meant to be fun, okay? So have fun with it. Don't be so hard on yourself. Dating is supposed to be fun, girl. It is. Your psychology is on point. Thank you. I'm really, really knowledgeable in psychology, and I'm proud of that. So that means a lot hearing that. Okay, so next on my list, guys, we have Megan, and after Megan, we have Alisa. So again, that was a $65 reading. So if you guys would like to get on my list, I have 2 more people on my list, and they both got $65 readings. They both got in-depth. So you can click on you can click on the link on my page, and then you'll find my website, and on my website there'll be an option that you'll see it. It says paid readings, live paid readings, everything's set up for you. So if you want to get on my list, go ahead and do that now. I missed you. I missed you too. Okay, so is Megan here? I'm so sorry if you've already commented, Megan. I didn't see you. And if you are here, Megan, just say like I'm here, and then can I read off your question in? Can I read your question, or would you like me to keep it private? Waiting for Megan. I'm Megan. You can read my question. Okay. Are we sure this is Megan? I just want to make sure. I want to make sure it's Megan. She's the only one that said that though, so. Okay. For years, I've wanted to buy a van and do a bit of traveling, not full-time van life, just to do some road trips. I'm curious what my guides have to say about this. I'm scared it would be a decision I'd regret and maybe wish I would have spent the money in a different way. Any guidance on this plan for myself, it would be so appreciated. Thank you very much. I love this question. Van life. Okay, so, well, short-term van life. I know which deck I want to start with here. I'm going to use this one. This deck literally has a long-distance travel card in it. Okay, Megan. What just... There's like a bobby pin on my tail. I don't even use bobby pins. Where the fuck did this come from? This is like a glitch in the Matrix. What the hell? It's like huge. What the... That's so weird. What the hell? That was like fucking weird. That was so weird. Like, that's so weird. You have no idea how weird that is, guys. Okay. Back to the reading. Okay. No, it's not bad. It's just weird. It's just so weird. The card fell on the ground here. Wow. Okay, so for the fact being your main concern is about money, I do feel like you maybe are somebody that grew up either like in poverty, you didn't grow up with a lot of money, or like you grew up to like save money. So there's a mindset here that I'm getting that's like around money, that's like I can have this or this. It's like I can't have an abundance of things, I can have this or this. So with that being said, there immediately we have Kabbalatry sideways coming through, and this card is about one wound that affects every relationship you have. So if you have a lack mindset, that will affect your relationship with money, with food, with your body, with your friends, with love. Like, it's one wound that literally affects everything. It being sideways, falling on the ground, is pretty much telling me that right now this is actually something that would break you free from being stuck mentally in this pattern. The next card is Pleiadians, which is a card about playful energy, unconditional love. And it's really interesting that this is coming out in the center, because I do feel that if you chose to face the fear and buy the van and go on a trip, the amount of I want to say confirmations. It's coming through as a really spiritual energy. Like you would experience things that would make you feel like you deserve to have abundance. That it's like, this was so worth the money. Like absolutely nothing. Like you definitely wouldn't regret it is pretty much what I'm saying. Yeah, but there's like a cycle here about you not feeling confident about like being deserving of something. This is what I'm saying here. This is so weird how these cards are placed. This card is about past lives and it's in the reverse position. So when it's reversed, it talks about doing the same thing over and over again. So pretty much it's like, I'm not feeling happy, but I'm gonna keep doing the same thing over and over again because I'm scared that if I do something different, I might be more unhappy. That's kind of what this card is symbolizing. And this card, we have Lyrans coming through, and this is a card about confidence. So again, there's something here about your confidence. How this card came out was like this. Look at this and look at this. This is symbolizing staying stuck. This is like geometric patterns. That's what I mean by it's coming through as like a spiritual energy. I really encourage you to look up, like if you have ChatGPT, you can do it that way. Look up your astrocartography, go on like Safari or Google or something, screenshot that, ask ChatGPT what places are significant for you. There's something here about like actual physical locations activating certain parts of your mind that are going to help you release this pattern that you have. Like literally something that you're stuck in that's causing you a lot of fear. So you're definitely not going to regret this, but I'm going to pull another deck. This angel deck is like screaming at me as I'm doing this reading. OMG, I've done that. And then please take that as confirmation. There's literally parts of the planet that you're like supposed to go that are going to help you get new perspectives. Notice the signs. I'm cutting it to notice the signs as I'm saying that. That's what I mean. Your guides, it feels very spiritual. This doesn't feel like, oh, let me just go on a trip. It's like your guides are like, please go, please do this. Like you're getting active signs about it. There's so much about like the planet. I feel like traveling is a big part of your journey. My ears ringing too. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. Girl, you're not gonna believe this. Look at this. Change in direction is coming through and they're looking at a map in this card. They're looking at a literal map. And then on that, so we also have trustworthy guidance. And again, there's like a sketching here. So I'm even channeling for you. I think it could be beneficial for you when it comes to the fears. Journal about what you're afraid of. Journal about what you're scared of, what might go wrong. And then after you get that out, burn that paper. Literally burn it or soak it in water, throw it outside, whatever you want to do. And then write down all the things that could go positive and also all the things you would want to happen. I think this is going to help you like feel more confident about what it is you actually want on an emotional level, and that could be something that makes you feel more confident about the trip. So your guides are trying to help you ground into like, instead of focusing so much on what might go wrong, focus on the control you have of making it go right. But the full moon is literally today and tomorrow. Okay, so with the full moon is about releasing. Please write down all of your fears about money, all of your fears about this trip, and burn it. This is like, it's crazy to me that you're booking this reading like right by the full moon and your guides are like, release. Okay, so please do something like that. Maybe even make a moon water. And then, oh my goodness, we have daydream here. So there's even an energy of visualization, daydream, and then underneath it is joy. So see, that's what I'm saying. They're wanting you to focus on the joyful energy that this would bring you. And then we have a law of attraction and reward yourself. So I think this is something that there's an energy here of like, I always have to fight. I have to like do this before I get this, and I have to do this and then this, and I have to like be responsible. But the energy's coming through is like, let me prove to myself that I have space, I have finances to actually do what I want to do and to trust that within myself. So are you gonna regret this? Absolutely not. Is the fear you have valid? Absolutely. It's coming from like a deep-rooted place, I think, from your childhood. So just release that and focus on what is gonna go positive, because I think that this would be in a really amazing journey for you. If at any point you do this, and like I literally go live every Wednesdays, you want to come back and even just like let me know and be like, hey, you gave me this reading about traveling and I've been traveling. Like I'd love to know the update, if I'm being honest. That this feels so exciting. parents argued about money a lot. That makes sense. Yeah, it felt like a very big core wound you have. So amazing. I'm so excited for you. Thank you for buying a reading, Megan. Okay, I think I got 2 more people on the list. Yeah. I've been interested in van life too. Maybe that resonates for you as well. Okay, so added to my list, guys, we have Eleanor, and Eleanor's getting a $45 reading. And then we have Miriam. Oh, Miriam, and she tipped me $10. Thank you again, Miriam. You're always so generous. We have a lot of M names today. M and A. Okay, so we have Alisa, Eleanor, and Miriam on my list. So if you guys would like to get on my list, you can click on the link on my page. You'll find my website, and then through my website, you'll see where to pay for live readings. So there's a $45 reading, which is just tarot, and $65 readings, which is oracle and tarot. So that's what I've just been doing here for the other clients. So next we have Alisa. And can I read your question out loud? I'm assuming you're gonna say yes, but I always have to ask. Before you start mine, can I see your nails? Oh my God, yes, you can. Okay, so this, I literally ripped half of my nail off, guys. You don't want to see it. It's so bad. It's literally so bad. But these are my nails. They're giving like water, like elements. They're also like the 3D kind. Oh my God, thank you. Yes. Yeah, they definitely were in the last video. Guys, it's so bad. Ooh, it's so bad. So is this, so bad. Okay. All right, can I read your question, Alisa? So Alisa, Eleanor, and then Miriam. That's my list right now, guys. Yes. Okay. Hi, it's Alisa again. I would like to inquire about my spirit guides / energies that watch over me. 1, who are they? 2, how can I connect them? And what signs / synchronicities can they send, or can they be identified with any? What do they think of me? Messages from them. I'm at my lowest, TBH. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Okay, let me try to, I'm gonna try to get to all these questions. I'm feeling called to use this deck here. Who are they is an interesting question. I don't exactly know if I can read like who exactly are they. I do have my angel oracle here. Stop. I just got the sweetest message. Oh my God. Oh my God. Why am I gonna start crying? No, I like it. I like your question. No, I love it. You don't need to change anything. Oh my God. I'm gonna cry. Why am I literally gonna cry? Woo! Okay. I'm immediately channeling a mother wound, and I have to say that one of your guides right now is one of your future children. Straight up, that's how it's coming through so loud. And it is coming through so loud because when I'm asking who are they, I'm not, in my mind, I'm thinking like, how am I supposed to read that? You know, like I don't exactly know, but I'm open to what could come through. one of your guides right now is literally your future, one of your future children. I'm getting a female, I'm getting a female energy, but there's literally something here about this is like becoming a mother is like becoming a mother to yourself. That's something, right? Like, so it's actually helps you with your feminine energy. So what if I don't want kids? It's what's coming through, girl. It is coming through so loud. So I don't know. I don't know what that means if you don't want kids. I'm just reading the cards. But it is coming through so loud. Also, Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael are coming through here with the upright position. So, yeah, and the loving woman confirming this is literally like a mothering energy. Okay, so this is literally so loud. Whether you want kids or not, maybe it's not a future child, maybe this is just a child spirit. I don't know, but there is a childlike energy here that is coming through. Maybe this is an old ancestor that passed away really young, but there is a childlike energy that's coming through to help you reconnect to your heart center. Teacher is literally coming through in the middle. Okay, hold on. Who are they? How can I connect to them? What signs and synchronicities? I need to like pull more on T and how can you connect to them? Yeah, purple is coming through. Purple is so huge here right now. And then there's also an energy here about books. So when it comes to like the purple energy, that is giving me crown and third eye, but I'm mainly getting crown energy, which is seeing things from a different perspective. How are your guides connecting to you is when you're doing things that are out of your comfort zone that actively give you new perspectives. So for example, it's like you just are scrolling on your For You page and you have funny videos. And then all of a sudden there's like there's a video about a book. It's like a spiritual book or something. That's literally your guides being like, this has something in it that we want to tell you. This has something in it that's going to help you. Or you see somebody do something and you're like, oh wow, that looks really fun. That's your guides being like, do this. This is going to help you connect to us. Because you connect best with your guides, your angels, whoever it is that's helping you when you're present. And you're present when you're in the space of joy or contentment. Regardless, it's like doing something that's actually new. You're out of your fears, you're out of your head. So there is something here about like external energy coming through when you see something that's like, oh, that's out of the usual, or oh, that looks fun, that looks like it could feel good. That is when your guides are like, do this, like we're giving you a sign to do it. Again, angels and guides can only give you signs, but you have free will to actually follow that energy to expand it. But if you never like follow it, then you know that's free will. And I literally just cut it to ask your angels for help. Ask your angels for signs. That's something that maybe would help you have more faith within this energy. I'm gonna pull on this and then I'm gonna get into tarot, which I think could get more in depth about what it is that they're actually wanting to help you with. But there is a really big trustworthy guidance on new beginning. There is so much like childlike energy here. I also have to say too, because this could resonate for someone else, if any of you do want kids, for sure, this message definitely resonates for you as well. And then we daydream with teacher. And then shower of abundance with giving and receiving in the reverse position. Okay, that's really loud. Before I say anything else, I'm gonna get into my tarot deck. I'm gonna use this one again. I'm very childlike myself. I wouldn't be surprised if you had childlike guides then. Whoa, something here about a relationship coming in. First card out, so new beginning is the first card, and this card literally has a child on it, has a baby. And then we have trustworthy guidance, 4 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups. Something that I'm actually getting here is that you're stuck. When you said in your message, you're like, I'm kind of at my lowest right now. there's an energy here about you like knowing something that you want, but not putting action in to actually believe that. So it's like, so I'm gonna use an example, a crazy example. Say it's like, I know that I'm meant to be a content creator, but then that person never makes content. Do you know what I mean? But they're like, I know that I'm meant to be this. I know I'm meant to have this, but I'm never actually gonna make content. So like actually doing something in the energy of like, I'm going to make sure that this happens is way harder than just like believing that it's going to happen. So there is something here about that, like implementing in your life about a relationship. So your guides are definitely kind of in the vibe here of pushing you to be more creative when it comes to how you're spending your time, even from the fact that you just said like, I'm very childlike. Use that energy to amplify any dark energy that you're in. Like, what would a child do in this energy, or how would I want like a parent to respond to this energy? I think whenever you're taking things too seriously is when you might like get in your head. You might be really hard on yourself, and that's something that your partner wouldn't do. Your future partner wouldn't like make you feel more hard on yourself. Your future partner would lighten the mood. They would make things more fun, more enjoyable. But again, look on the Two of Cups. There's literally children playing on the fucking Two of Cups. Like, I don't know how the fuck, like, there is so much about children here. So again, this is either about you like implementing more of a childlike energy, but your guides are giving you signs about this. So this could be like you have a feeling from your childhood, or you see someone coloring online, or you see like, I'm getting seeing, like there's a lot of energy here about you seeing things that are childlike, and your guides are like, please implement this, please do this, like this is a good idea. So it's like, I'm gonna use myself as an example. Like I made a video and I was like, I'm taking myself out to my favorite cafe, I'm gonna have a glass of wine and read a book, and I'm wearing my pajamas, right? Like that is an energy where it's like, if you see someone do something like that, then you're like, that sounds fun, I should do that. Like that's the kind of energy here that they're pushing towards you, especially if you go on TikTok. TikTok is so loud in my mind's eye right now. Like they could specifically be sending you ideas on TikTok. I asked them to show me specific signs through reels. Oh my God, I'm getting that in my head. That's what they're definitely doing that. They're definitely doing that. So take action on that, pretty much. That's how it's coming through here. And then the High Priestess, they want you to read something. Girl, they want you to read something. Oh my God. And I literally just said in my video I was reading, and I don't want you to think self-help. That's not what I'm getting. Your guides want you to read, this is about a relationship, read a romance book. Read something that is going to give you like the feeling that you want in a connection. This is something that's going to help you embody it. Like seriously, get some kind of romance book. It's so loud. There's this person reading on the teacher energy, and I'm like, there's something about them wanting you to read something. And then the daydream energy, right? Daydream clarifying this. And I'm like, okay, daydream reading. I'm like, there's something here. Clarifying the High Priestess. She's reading in this card. Like there's something here about you. I'm getting Pisces energy. When you actually read something that gives you the feeling like you're reading, you know, it's like a spicy book or something, and you're like, oh my God. And you actually are actively using your imagination to picture the scene. This is something that's helping you train your third eye. That's literally how they're seeing it, which is why it's coming through as the High Priestess. So a guide, an energy here, get some kind of romance book. Do some research on any kind of book, but get a research book, or get a romantic book. And then the star is literally on the bottom here. I listened to Loving Boyfriend audios for an hour on Spotify. Doing things like that I think is going to be really helpful for you. Something that I'm getting here is that you're a lot more connected to your guides already than you think you are. So you're on the path to attracting a new connection. All right, and I think that's something that they're really having you focus on, is implementing feeling like you're in a connection, right? Feeling that energy. But what I'm getting here is that you're already on the way. This isn't like you need to do this, you need to do this. It's like, we're already helping you. You're already on the way. You just need to stop being so hard on yourself. Like that's a really big energy that I'm getting. I think you're kind of your biggest enemy right now when it comes to this. Like you're like, I need to do more. I need to show up more. And your guys are like, enjoy the journey. Like you're already doing it. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles on the bottom, which is the slowest card in the tarot deck, which is literally about slow and steady. You're building something stable right now, but it's just not moving as fast as you want. So this is literally confirming that this reading for you, Queen of Cups on the bottom, Ace of Swords with the Hierophant, you're learning the lesson. You're actively, notice here that she's not across the bridge. She's not at the beginning, she's in the middle. She's crossing over the bridge. This is like where you are right now in this lesson. Like you're doing it. You're actively doing it. You're literally in the middle. There's so many signs and messages here. Your guides are so loud with you. Like so loud. It's literally so loud. But again here, finishing off the mothering energy, we have the Queen of Pentacles mirroring the Hierophant with the Ace of Swords. So the more you're showing up for yourself in a nurturing way, that is where your lesson lies, is like feminine energy. So having fun, being creative, being silly, not stressing too much, not forcing things, going with the flow, like creativity is a really big thing for you. So I would make sure to ask your angels, not your guides. Okay, ask your angels. Guides are like, learn the lesson, bitch. Guides are like a lot more harsh of an energy. Angels help you see like the beauty and the romance and happiness in life. And I think that is something that they want you to focus on, is asking your angels for help. Angels, help me have fun today. Angels, help me think of something creative to do. Angels, help me find a good romance book that's gonna help me manifest love. Like, ask your angels to help you when it comes to lifting your spirits and finding emotional gifts within the day. That's really the only advice I have, is that you're already very connected to your spirit guides because you're dedicated to your lesson. Your angels want to help you make that journey more enjoyable. Wow, that was like a really fun reading for me to do. That came through so interesting. So what you're saying is I'm already more connected to my guides than I think, so I should connect to my angels. Yes, connect to your angels, because like I said, your guides are like, you're learning the lesson. Your angels are like, let me help you enjoy it. Let me help you enjoy the journey. Because I feel like that's where your energy is struggling right now. Oh, that was fun. Should I leave it out? No, I'll put it back in the box. What do they think of me? I feel I already answered like a lot of those questions. I'll pull just a few cards for that. But I mean, anyone's spirit guides are going to like love them. Like a spirit guide and an angel is unconditional love. They don't have an ego. An ego is where judgment comes through. An ego is where jealousy comes through. An ego is where any type of negative energy comes through. Your guides and your angels don't have an ego. So all they see is unconditional love. They see your biggest enemy through the eyes of unconditional love. They see you through the eyes of unconditional love. Like their energy is like, you're a spirit living a human experience, and we love you regardless, and you're learning your lesson. You know, like that's like that's how a spirit guide sees anybody. But I'll pull just a few cards for you on that. Just this energy again with spirit guides. Spirit guides energy is like, girl, wake up. Something that I'm getting, you're coming out again as the High Priestess, the Star, 7 of Cups reversed with the Knight of Cups. These cards are like very light and colorful and bubbly. Your guides feel like you romanticize life without actually embodying that. Like that's how something that's come through. It's like, you're giving me Pisces energy. Like something in your chart has to be Pisces. So it's like the Knight of Cups is like, I'm going like, I love life. Like it's so spiritual, it's so fun, it's so woohoo. But then the 7 of Cups reversed is like, I'm not actually living in that fantasy. Like that's the kind of energy here. But then with the High Priestess on the bottom, your guides are like, why not? Like you believe it, live it. You believe it, do it. I'm a Pisces moon. That makes so much sense. I feel your Pisces energy so loud. So something your guides are pretty much, they see you as you have so much potential to live in a dream, but you daydream instead of living it. And they want you to live it. And they feel like that's gonna help you. Like again, with this jar, get out of the jar. So that's something they see you. They definitely feel like you're creative, you're fun, you're silly, but you have a hard time actually embodying that in your reality. Yeah, that's what they're thinking of you right now. That was an interesting perception. And that was your reading, Alisa. Thank you. You're so welcome. I loved that question. I love that question a lot. Okay, next on my list, guys, we have Eleanor. Eleanor got a $45 reading. And then after Eleanor, we have Miam. And Miam got a $65 reading. It really resonated. I got T-clocked. Oh, I'm glad it did. And if you guys want to be next on my list, then you can click on the link on my page, and then you'll find my website through there. And then on my website, there'll be an option that it's everything set up for you already to click the payment of $45 or $65. Yeah, and if no one else buys a reading, I might get off. If somebody else buys a reading, then I will stay on. Okay, so Eleanor, are you here, Eleanor? And can I read? How do we get a reading? Okay, so you're gonna click on the link on my page, and then you'll click on my website. And then after you click on my website, there'll be an option that says here, click here for paid readings, and then you just click to pay. And then you can type in your question with your payment. Eleanor. Oh wait, I think I see you. Did I see you? Eleanor. Where are, oh, here you go. Hey girl, yes, you can read it. Okay, I see you. Okay, so Gina just sent me $10. So my cheapest reading, Gina, is $45. So $10 is not enough to get a reading. Okay, feel free to share this with everyone. Oh, you literally said that. Okay, I'm looking for advice from my guides on how to best attract a new fulfilling relationship. I recently got over my ex. Took me 4 years, but I'm finally free. Woo! And I'm just wondering what my next best steps is to attract a loving relationship. Thank you. Okay, I love that. I love that question. Again, I just have to say, Gina, if you're here, you just sent me $10. My cheapest reading is $45. So I just want you to know like that it's not enough to get a reading. Just hope that she's in here. Okay, what does Eleanor need to know about attracting a relationship? I'm gonna use this deck here. And I need to light another incense. Oh, okay, Gina just sent a rest. So Gina is on my $45 list. Okay. Let me get another incense, guys. Gina, if you're here, I got your other payment. You're on my list now, girly. I'm having such a chill time on this live today, guys. I wasn't even planning to go live today. Honestly, I just kind of woke up and I was like, let's do it. Let's freaking do it, right? Giving you guys a good cleanse. Okay. my goodness. Wow. Oh my God, girl, you are on the right track to attracting a relationship. We have the Magician, the Eight of Wands, and the Lovers coming out. This is really loud here. Your guides are extremely proud of you. Like, you've released a toxic cycle, not only from your ex, but from relationships. So whatever you've let go, like letting go of your ex, you let go of a version of yourself that believed that that was love. That's like how I'm getting it. So your guides are extremely proud of you. I have to say that. Something that's coming through for you is that you're already in alignment. There's nothing more that you can do. Like, that's not how it's coming through. How it's coming through now is actually putting yourself in a position where you can receive. So like I said, it's kind of the similar energy here of, okay, I feel worthy of being a content creator. I feel worthy of like obtaining that and making money in that way. So I'm gonna post content so the universe can show me that I'm gonna attract that. That's where you're at right now when it comes to relationships. So this is you again, like putting yourself out there. There's like messages. I'm seeing messages online. This could be, I don't know, posting more, going on dating apps, taking new classes, but there is a really big energy here of pretty much saying, I know what I deserve, so I'm gonna put myself in a position where other people can see me so I can attract that. Like, that's something that's coming out really loud here. You've already done the work. Like, there's no more work that you need to do. Now it's like, enjoy life, put yourself in positions where other people can see that. It's actually against the lesson for you to like keep doing work. I mean, even seeing travel here, if you've been feeling like you want to go on a trip or like that's something you're intuitively feeling, I definitely think you should do that. Even if it's not somewhere so far. Yeah. There's even an upgrade in like finances coming through for you. There's something here about like you're completely let go of a lack mindset. Like within the past 4 years, you've healed a lack mindset. And a lack mindset, it relates to money, food, relationships, your job, you know, it literally relates to everything. So your life right now is kind of feeling like it's gonna do like a 360. I'm going on a vacation next week. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I was definitely channeling travel for you. This is gonna be a really transformative vacation for you, time. It's going to be like setting in the energy that you have just recently like birthed from. I do feel like you could meet somebody on this trip, and I'm not saying it's like, oh, this is your next husband or wife, but I am getting the energy here that it's like, this is a connection that proves to you that you've done enough work to attract something healing. So whatever it is, like keep the mindset of like not being attached to something happening. Be open to taking in a lesson from somebody and knowing that it's gonna stick if it's meant to stick. Like that's how the energy is coming through. But I do feel like your love life right now is like a slow escalator. It's like a snowball effect. Like you meet someone and then you like feel more confident and you're like, wow, like I'm really attracting some good people. You meet someone else and it's like more, and then it's more, and then it's more, and then it's like snowballing until you have this like big manifestation and it comes in. But there is a really big vibe here of having fun when it comes to this process because you're no longer in a lack mindset. And a lack mindset is when you like need to hold on. So your actions right now are still mirroring not being good enough. And that's something they want you to shift. Your emotions are like healed as fuck. Like on the left side of the spread with the Magician with the Chariot, and then the Eight of Wands with the Five of Pentacles. And then on the right side, we have the Lovers with the Three of Swords. And then the Devil reversed with the, oh my God, Three of Cups on the bottom, which is literally like a party card, with the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse position. So something that's coming loud for me is like on the action side is that you still have some subconscious blocks that are controlling your actions when it comes to relationships. So again, it's kind of this energy of like, I need to heal. Let me heal. Let me be better. Instead, your emotions are like, I just want to fucking have fun. Literally just have fun. That is what's going to attract you a connection right now, is actually not focusing on it, not focusing on yourself so much, not taking life so seriously, because that's the energy that you want to be in. So they're pretty much saying, have fun and prove to yourself that when you let go and say you meet someone and then a red flag comes up, you don't have to look for a red flag to know that when one comes up, you can trust yourself to see it and walk away. That's something that's coming out. Like, you don't have to look for fear. You don't have to look to protect yourself. You just have to have a good time and trust that you've been here before, and if something presents itself, you trust yourself to see it and walk away. And you also trust yourself to know that because I know I can see something bad, I can also know I can see something good, you know, because I have a compass now. This doesn't feel good, so if it's not this, then it's something better. So you have a really good compass from what you've healed. I feel like you've been in a hermit period for a really long time. So your guides want you to go out of your comfort zone when it comes to acting like you already have it. Acting like it's easily accessible instead of like healing. That's the only thing I have here in your actions, but you're way further than you think you are. Like way further. You have some really positive cards out here. That's what I'm getting for you, Eleanor. I love this deck too. Oh, Denise, thank you. I am doing a lot better. I am doing a lot better. OMG, thank you so much. You're so welcome. I'm really excited for you, and you should be hella proud of yourself. On that vacation, celebrate the fuck out of yourself. Lock in that manifestation by celebrating. The full moon, again, is like, I think it's like today or tomorrow. I would release any kind of fears that you have related to like the relationship that you want. So how you're treating yourself, how you're showing up, any like stiff, rigid energy, I would like write this down and burn it or something. But I would definitely do something for the full moon when it comes to releasing a version of you that you don't want to embody anymore. Okay, next on my list, oh, we have Jessica's also on my list. I didn't even see you. Okay, I will. Amazing, I'm excited for you. So next we have Miriam. And then, wait, hold on. Okay, yeah, so it goes Miriam, Gina, and Jessica. That's how we go right now. So Miriam, you are up. I miss you, girly. I miss you too. Can I read your question out loud? I know you're probably gonna say yes, but I gotta ask. Yes? Okay. Let's see. Okay, hey Hailey, miss you, girly. Hope you're feeling better. I am feeling better, thank you. You can read out loud. Oh my gosh, you guys always say that and I like need to start reading that. Can I request a general reading, please? Anything want to come up or any blessing coming this month? Thank you, girly. I'll focus on this month. Anything that your guides want you to know this month, I think that's a good focus point. This is the deck I'm feeling called to use. Aw, you are my favorite. I'm doing better from the accident, guys. I'm doing a lot better. Still like healing, but doing better. It was my leg that I hurt. Also, guys, it is my birthday in 4 days. On Sunday, it's my birthday, on the 13th. Cheers! Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Okay. Today is my birthday. Happy birthday! Girl, mine is on the 14th. Cancer Queen's up in here. Aw. Oh my god, you're so welcome. Happy birthday. Sideways. I'm getting travel energy. Are you traveling this month, Miriam? Even if you're not, your guides are like wanting you to go on a trip. So this month, it's interesting because we have increased. This is the first card, but it's coming through sideways. I literally flipped it like 3 times since it's coming through sideways, and it's being clarified with Vast Universe, which is a card about like trusting in faith, trusting the universe is next month. Okay. I'm getting the travels. That's something really big. So it makes sense that this month, with what I'm reading right now, is preparing you for travel, because the travel card is on the bottom with the new beginning. So you're actually being prepared for a new beginning when you travel. This is like a destined trip for you, whatever it is, wherever you're going. I don't know what it, maybe it's the timing of the trip, but there's something really loud coming through here that this next month, your guides are kind of going to be dropping certain things in your consciousness. We have the Magician on the bottom of the deck as I'm saying this. Certain messages, certain feelings, certain little gifts that are going to help like expand your level of awareness when it comes to like, yes, I'm making plans for next month. Okay. When it comes to hope and faith. We have peace on the upright position and playing it safe in reversed on the bottom. Your advice for this month is that to go big. Go big or go home. That's how the energy feels. Right now, they don't want you to like, when it comes to the trip, it's like, oh, I'm gonna do this place because it's a little bit cheaper. Do the place that you want to do. You know, go to the place you want to go. Buy the kind of food you want to buy. Like there's something here about you actually preparing. So when you're on this trip, it's almost like a mental reset for how you choose to think, for what you choose to believe you deserve. Like that's something that you're practicing right now so you can fully embody it on the trip. There's something here about like where you're going. Again, it's like when we're in different places, it actually activates different energy within us. So same thing, Miriam, like I said about my other client, if you would like to look up astrocartography and like screenshot it and put it in ChatGPT and ask like what this place's significance is towards your chart, that could be really helpful for you to know what it is that they want you to practice right now. But there's something here about you like letting go of like a professional mindset, letting go of like structure or control in some way. And it's a big grief, like it's a big loss is how it feels, but you're losing a part of like an old identity. So it's like, I'm controlled and this makes me feel safe. So when you lose it, there's a part of you that doesn't feel safe anymore, but it's opening you up for more peace when it comes to choosing something else that makes you feel safe. So on the bottom, when it comes to actually asking about the trip, and again, I didn't even know you were going on a trip, but it's coming really loud out in the bottom of the deck. We have New Beginning, which is the #1 card. The Vast Universe is also #1 card here as well. So right now you're energetically, and this is a spirit card, you're energetically preparing for the trip. And then this is a cycle card. Like I said, there's like a quite literal new beginning happening with travel, with higher self. Yeah, so it's like literally you are connecting better to yourself on this trip. But something that's really loud here is they want you to practice is optimism. Like they need you to be optimistic when it comes to choosing things for yourself. I'm going to use my angel deck here. these comments are just fucking disgusting. I just have to say that. Like, that's, like, get a fucking job or something. Oh my god! Okay, yeah. Oh, Miriam. So this could be good. No, it will be good. Not this could be good, this will be good. That's literally how it's coming out here. Reward yourself is in the reverse on the bottom with cleanse and detoxify. That's what I mean. Hold on, let me pull tarot here. This month is like, you have still something that you're letting go of. Four of Pentacles reversed with the Two of Swords reversed. That's what I mean on the vast universe. You know what you want. You just have to do it. That's how it's coming through. Time to go is coming out when it comes to this like professional energy. The Nine of Swords is on the bottom, which is the card about anxiety. So there's something here like, I want you to look at your fears. Okay? Same thing with the full moon. Write down all of your fears and burn that shit. All right? But the time to go card, especially with it being purple, which is all about faith, manifestation, and then the Nine of Swords on the bottom with the Lovers. Wow, that's so loud. There is such a big energy here about, they're like, look at what you're afraid of and do it. That's what you're being asked to actually do this month, because that's what's helping you. That's what's helping you prepare for the fact that's like, you're going to get caught. Like, you're jumping and we will catch you. But you don't know if we're going to catch you if you don't jump. It's like, you need to say, what am I afraid of? And let me do it so I can prove to myself that there's actually nothing to fear. That's the biggest energy. And then reward yourself reversed on the bottom with cleanse and detoxify and see only love reversed. There's a part of you that's like settling for something that you don't want, settling for something that doesn't make you fully happy. And it stops you from like seeing life the way that your guides want you to see it. So reward yourself, obviously, pretty self-explanatory. Like, see how far you've come, do things that are special for you. And then when this card was reversed, underneath it is Cupid. Cupid to me is a card about romanticizing life. Like, every single moment, like waking up in the morning, you're like, oh, I kind of don't want to wake up. So you wake up and you play your favorite song to make the morning more enjoyable, more happy. That's something that's coming through here, is doing things that make your day feel better, so you have more courage to do things that you're afraid of. But the biggest energy right now is, again, you're on the way. You are detoxifying an old mindset. So don't be afraid if you're kind of being challenged to ask, like, what is it that I actually want and what is it that I'm doing? That's kind of the preface of this month for you, is it's giving me Page of Swords energy. Like, observe your fears, observe your thoughts, observe what you want, observe what you don't. And that's going to be something that makes it clear to say, this is where I want to go. This is the path that I want to have. This is the mindset that I'm choosing to embody. And I think that's going to be something that, again, it takes you into this mindset on the trip. So the trip is setting in your transformation. The transformation is happening big within this month. That's how it's coming through, Miriam. How do we get a live reading? So if you guys would like to get on my list, I have $45 readings and I have $65 readings. I've been journaling every night and writing down my fears and wishes. Wow, that is such confirmation for what I said. So that's pretty much just confirmation that you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. I'm very excited for this trip for you, wherever you're going. Guys, if you would like to get on my list, this was a $65 reading, so it's in-depth with Oracle and Tarot. I'm about to do two $45 readings, which is just Tarot. And you can click on the link on my page, and then you'll see my website, and you'll click on my website. On my website, it will say, click here for a paid reading. Everything's already set up for you. You can send your question with your payment. So right now, there's only 2 more people on my list, so if you do get on the list, you will be 3rd. Or 4th, depending on how many people send. Okay, yes. We have a lot of people here in the chat today that are buying readings that are, it's like the energy that I'm getting for so many people is that you're afraid of something, but you're so much further than what you think you are. Like, I usually don't get that message. I'm usually someone that gives like Saturn ruled advice. And I think that there's so many people in this collective right now that are like, you're putting so much pressure on yourself and it doesn't need to happen. Aw. Next on my list, guys, we have Gina. Okay, so after Gina is Jessica. Aw, you guys are so sweet. Thank you. Okay, so Gina, what is your question? Yesterday's video was so confirming. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. All the readings have been resonating. I'm so glad. Okay, Gina, just a general reading. Okay, general reading for Gina here. Let's use this one. I'm kind of feeling called to use my angel deck, actually. Whoa, cicadas. Cicadas coming in loud. Coming in hot. It is morning for me. It's about 10 a.m. in the morning for me. Okay. Oh, someone else just got on my list. 1 second, Gina. Let me just put the... Oh, we've got 2 people on my list. Miriam! Stop! Miriam just sent me 65 and said, happy birthday, girly. Thank you so much, Miriam. And then Georgie is also got on my list. Oh my gosh, Miriam, that makes me feel so loved. Thank you. You are always so generous. Georgie. It's on my list too. You deserve it. A little treat for the queen. Thank you. Oh my gosh, Miriam, I'm giving you a hug right now. Oh, thank you. Okay. No, I can't have it like that. Hold on. Okay. Miriam is the sweetest, guys. Everybody in the chat send Miriam some love. Okay, so we're getting a general reading for Gina right now, and she got a $45 reading. What does Gina need to know right now? Got a card falling on the ground. Okay. Okay, you're in a huge transition phase, Gina. I saying that with empathy because I feel like right now you might be just like a little confused, which is maybe why you're asking for a general reading, because you just like kind of don't know exactly what's going on right now. Hold on, let me move this stuff for my cat so she can lay down. you go, honey. So the biggest vibe that I'm getting for you, the first card we have is the Hermit. And this isn't giving me like, this is definitely an advice spread. So with that being said, I think that right now you are being asked to look at an old version of yourself that would emotionally give yourself to things that aren't giving back to you. So I feel like right now, I'm gonna say Six of Cups is on the bottom, so this is about your past, this is about your childhood. This is not giving me like I'm actively codependent vibes. This is giving me like, I know that I used to be codependent on certain things. I know that my happiness used to rely on certain things. I don't want to be that way anymore, but I don't know how to be any different. That's how it feels. Like I said, you're in like a transition phase. Like, this isn't who I was. I don't want to be who I was, but I don't know exactly like who I want to be. With that being said, they want you right now to reflect on what you actually want and where in your life are you actively choosing to embody those emotions or those activities, whatever it is. The Four of Pentacles is out here and it's being clarified by the Queen of Cups sideways. There's parts of you that are like holding on to things out of comfort instead of actually giving to things that embody maybe a new source of comfort zone. So the Nine of Cups is reversed with the King of Wands. And this is the card of saying, what do I actually want? Right? Whether it's a relationship, whether it's a feeling. If you want something physical, what is the feeling related to that? And the King of Wands says, I'm going to give it to myself. The King of Wands is like a boyfriend that will buy you flowers, that will take you out to dinner, that will fly you out somewhere, that will, the King of Wands is like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because it's going to make you happy. So that's something that you're asking to do for yourself right now. But in order to know how to do that, you have to get clear on what it is you actually want and where in your life are you not choosing to embody that. The Sun is in the reverse position with the Seven of Cups and then the Hermit. So I really want you to look at areas where you're getting your happiness from something that could happen instead of actually embodying that. So like Seven of Cups with the Sun reversed to me gives me an energy of like thinking about a relationship happening or idolizing a relationship happening makes me feel happy, but I don't actually have that in my life. The idolization of it maybe happening in the future makes me feel good, but I don't actually have that in this moment right now. So when I'm not fantasizing, I'm not happy. That's where you're gonna wanna look at like helping yourself right now is like, where am I getting my happiness from a fantasy? And how can I choose to create that right now in this life, like in this very moment? So, that's taking yourself on dates, holding yourself, writing yourself letters, taking yourself on trips, hanging out with your friends. But the Magician overall right now is literally on the bottom. So I think right now it's just really important to nurture your inner child and to make sure you're prioritizing your needs. But like I said, a key point for you is going to be like, where is my happiness coming from? And is that actually real? Is it coming from me or is it coming from a fantasy? I'm getting Pisces vibes, like water sign vibes from you. You might have like a Pisces Mars or something. Even if you don't, like there's a lot of watery energy that your guides are wanting you to work on right now. So that's my general advice for you that's coming through. Pisces gang. I'm channeling a lot of Pisces energy today. Like I feel like a lot of my clients are giving Pisces vibes. My cat's name is Honey. And I am a Cancer sun. My birthday is on Sunday. Maybe I'll go live for a little bit on my birthday. We'll see. Thank you. You're so welcome, Gina. For the full moon girl, I would definitely write down anything that you want to let go of and burn that shit. And then maybe write yourself a letter on what you want to attract. I think that could help you understand like what it is you really want. Okay, and then Jessica is up next. Jessica also just wants a general reading. So before I jump in, Jessica, just let me know that you're here. And then after Jessica, we have Georgie. And my list is open after that. Here, okay, general reading for Jessica. I'm gonna use the same deck, I think. I'm actually not. I feel like I should use a different deck. I'm in Bali, guys. I live in Bali, Indonesia. How do I be a client? So if you want to get on my list, then you can click on the link on my page and you'll see an option. You'll see my website. And then once you're on my website, there'll be an option that says click here for paid live readings. And I have $45 readings, which is just tarot. And I have $65 readings, which is in-depth, longer readings with oracle and tarot. It is 10 a.m. in the morning. General reading for Jessica. Okay, Jessica, something is coming through about your confidence. My crown just started tingling when I said that. Okay, Hanged Man sideways. Yeah, that's what I'm saying here. Okay, so you are currently in need of a perspective shift. You are coming through actually, so your actual energy is coming through as the Ace of Cups with the Strength and the Empress and the Knight of Swords. I think you have a really strong effort to take care of yourself. That's something that comes through is like, no matter how you're doing it, you're like trying your best. Like I feel that so strongly. You're like, I want to feel good. Like I want to heal, however it is that you're doing that. But I feel that the reason you're in need of a perspective shift is because there's something here where it's like, the way you're showing up for yourself is kind of to avert disaster, is how it feels. So it's like, I'm scared about money, so let me make money. I'm scared about like this, so let me do this. So it's like, you're choosing to say like, I'm scared about something, so I'm gonna believe that the fear is true and do something to prevent myself and protect myself from it. And how your guides are actually wanting you to go about this is say, how can I prove to myself that I'm actually safe? How can I prove to myself that the fear isn't actually true? And I want to comfort myself first, and then I will do something productive about it. So this is kind of the same energy here of like doing something fun. Like if you're stressed about money and like you have, say like you have Leo pride, strength, and weakness. You have like the money to do something. You have money to pay the bills, but you're still scared about money, right? Like that fear isn't actually true, right? Like you have the money that you need. So with that being said, it's like, so I'm scared. So today I'm going to take myself out to dinner then. And I'm going to prove to myself that I'm safe to take care of myself first. And then I can prioritize something else after. So there's something coming through here really loud about you actually prioritizing a sense of fun. And it's coming through really loud that the Hanged Man is sideways, which is a card about, like I said, it's a card about a new perspective, and it's clarifying the Knight of Wands. And this is what the Knight of Wands looks like in this deck. And it's giving me like crazy Australia vibes. Like that's what it's giving me, especially because he's on an alligator. So it's like adventurous and fun. Your guides are definitely wanting you right now to try to go out of your comfort zone when it comes to disproving your fears. So get clear on how it is you're showing up for yourself. Because like I said, I see that you're showing up for yourself. I see that very clearly, and I think that's so beautiful. but it's like shift how you're doing it. Am I choosing to believe that my fear is real and protecting myself from it? Or am I choosing to say, how can I prove to myself that this fear isn't real and I don't need to constantly brace myself? Like, that's how it's coming through here. So with the Strength and the Knight of Wands is interesting because I do feel like there is a bit of pride around how you show up for yourself. So yeah, that's the biggest vibe I'm getting for you, Jessica, right now, is you're moving really fast. So I think move a little slower, a little bit more intentional, and get clear on putting yourself in positions where you get a new perspective instead of consistently bracing yourself from a fear. Almost 41 years, those walls are thick. They are thick, girl, they are. So take baby steps. All right, take baby steps. You don't need to go full throttle. But I mean, the next fear that you have, maybe say, again, ask yourself, what is the fear and where is it coming from? And if you know that it's coming from the past, that gives you confidence to disprove it. A real fear is when it's actually happening in front of your face. A real fear is like, I actually don't have, rent comes out tomorrow and I don't have the money. You know, a real fear is, I got physical evidence that my boyfriend's cheating on me. I'm walking down a dark alleyway and there's a creepy dude. My body's saying, hey, don't go near that guy. That's like right in front of your face. False fear is something created from the past. You know, it's something that's happened to you that you're afraid of happening again. So the way that you work through that mental block is by recognizing it's from the past and then choosing to act differently. So all you really need right now is a little bit just more presence and consciousness when it comes to how you're moving, and say, is this fear real? And if it's not real and it's coming from my past, what can I do that's going to change that reality, that's going to change that belief that I have? Feelings are real and valid, but beliefs can be changed, and beliefs are what create feelings. So when you can choose to change that belief is when you can actually create different feelings that are more positive. So yeah, that's the energy for you, Jessica. Awesome. Okay, next on my list is Georgie. Georgie is next. Georgie is last on my list, guys, okay? Spot on, which is rare. I'm more of, I let you see what I want you to. Wow, I'm glad it resonated for you, Jessica. I'm really glad. Okay, so Georgie is up. Georgie, what is your question? And you're last on my list. I think I'm gonna get off after this, guys. Thank you, Mary. Oh, if you guys want to buy a reading, you can. I won't, if people buy more readings, I'll stay on longer. So, but Georgie is just the last person on my list. So if you would like to get on my list, I have $45 readings and $65 readings. So the $65 readings are in depth with Oracle and Tarot, and they're like longer. $45 readings are shorter and just Tarot. So if you want to buy a reading, you can click on the link on my page, click on my website, and you'll see the option right at the top to pay for a live reading. And so if you do get on my list, you will be next. If no one buys, I'll get off. If someone does buy, then I'll keep going. Okay, just waiting for Georgie. Waiting to find Georgie. This is Georgie. Okay, Georgie, what is your question? What is my purpose in life? Okay, so first, before I get into that question, I can try to get it in detail as possible, but when it comes to purpose, usually that's something that you're meant to kind of like find on your own. So this reading might be more of a guide on like what you can do to feel good, to like know what your purpose is, because focusing on purpose is like kind of a mind fuck. It's kind of like a mind spiral. So I'll do my best to see what comes through for you, but it might not be like this is what you're meant to do, because that's usually something you're meant to find on your own. It is 10:15 a.m. where I am right now. Nine of Swords is the first card out. That's what I mean. I feel like you're in like a mind spiral about like what it is that you're meant to do. Oh, someone else just got on my list here. There's a rush. There's a rush here, Georgie. Okay. So I'm going to pull my second section. I'm going to speak on the top section that I have first, and then I'll speak on the second one when I pull. We have the Nine of Swords with the Queen of Pentacles reversed on the bottom, or next to it, I mean. What this is telling me, so how I read my cards is like the top is the conscious energy, the bottom is the subconscious, the left is the emotional energy, the right is the masculine energy. So when it comes to your emotional energy, we have a lot of anxiety and discomfort. So right now, the Queen of Pentacles reversed does talk about a mother wound. So it talks about maybe that there could be an energy here that your mother maybe wasn't super nurturing or super validating, or she wasn't able to provide like a stable, loving foundation for you to believe in yourself, right? There could have been money problems, there could have been invalidation, there could have been just maybe an energy here of not having a full like rock of support of a feminine energy, which helps you feel. It helps you feel confident in your ability to feel, and your ability to create, and your ability to do whatever it is to put your heart on. So with that being said, and that's on the left side, I do think that that's something that causes your actions to rush. So we have the Seven of Pentacles reversed with the Page of Wands reversed. This being on the right side gives me the energy here of I don't feel good, so I need to do something that's going to give me that feeling instead of processing the lack of. So Page of Wands reversed is an energy of passion. Like, I often like to compare it to like a drug addict, and I think it's kind of a crazy comparison, but it's the energy here of I'm feeling sad or I'm feeling not good enough because I don't have this, and I don't feel supported, and I don't feel loved. So instead of processing those emotions, I'm gonna do something that replaces that emotion, and it gives me instant gratification. That's what the Page of Wands reverse is. So it's like you're never actually feeling full because you're trying to get something from something else instead of actually processing the emotion first and then doing something to comfort that emotion. So in order to know your purpose, I am getting the vibe here that they want you to dive more into your actual fears. With the Page of Wands reverse mirroring the Nine of Swords, it's pretty much saying when you want to impulsively do something, ask yourself, what am I missing right now? Like what am I trying to replace by going to do this? What emotion do I have right now from the lack of? And does that relate to my childhood? Where is this coming from? I just burped, like there's an energy here of expressing yourself. That's what I mean. And when you know where it comes from, that's when you get to say, okay, so now the action I'm gonna take is coming from comforting that emotion instead of replacing that emotion. And that's where presence comes through. So, but you can't know that unless you're actually aware of how you're feeling. I'm gonna get the second row now. Yeah, Ace of Swords underneath the Nine of Swords. Literally, they want you to get clarity from processing your fears. Like, what is it that you have anxiety about? What is it that you're missing? And how can you say, okay, so there's gonna be, like, kind of, I said from the past, like, I don't feel good enough, so I'm gonna get validation from my friends and hang out with my friends, or I'm gonna just distract myself on TikTok. So I'm gonna replace that feeling, and instead saying, actually, I wish right now I don't feel good enough, and I wish that somebody would come hang out with me and we could play a fun game together or something. You know, so then it's like, okay, write yourself a letter and validate your feelings, and then do something fun with yourself that you would want like a friend to do with you, or a partner to do with you. But there's a lot here about parental wounds. So clarifying the Queen of Pentacles reversed is also the King of Pentacles reversed, which is a father wound. So I do feel like there's kind of a big energy here about both of your parents. With the father wound coming out, this could be like there was a figure, a masculine figure in your life that maybe you were trained to act like this person, and this person could have been emotionally unavailable. This person could have also been impulsive. So it's like now your inner child tries to model this person because they were your idea of security or your idea of safety, but it's not necessarily something that actually matches real security. And then on the bottom here we have the Eight of Cups. So pretty much you're being asked right now to say, what am I doing that doesn't actually leave me feeling fulfilled? That gives me instant gratification, and what emotion am I avoiding to do that, and how can I change my actions with that? That is going to help you know, how do I actually want to feel? I'm going to start to actually feel good. Once you actually feel good, that's where your purpose lies. Your purpose is something that makes you feel good, and it doesn't have to be one thing. Some people, their purpose is to inspire others. They can inspire others by singing, by just embodying themselves, by being in a really healthy relationship, by cooking, by being a content creator. You know, like somebody's purpose doesn't have to be physically one thing. It's more so like what makes you feel inspired is the energy that inspires others. And you can do that in many ways. So to know your purpose, you have to know what feels good for you. And right now you're being asked to heal some old wounds so you can get closer to knowing what feels good. That's what's coming through for you, Georgie. Do you have any readings left? Yes, so next on my list is Denise. And then after Denise, there's no one on my list. So if you would like to get on my list, you can click on the link on my page, and you can find my website, and you can pay either $45 for just a tarot reading or $65 for an in-depth oracle reading. Thank you. You are so welcome. This is Georgie. So spot on. I'm so happy about that. I really hope that this helped you. I'm sending you tons of love. Okay, yeah, so next on my list now is Denise. And again, after Denise, my list is open. Denise got a $45 reading. Okay, are you here, Denise? Can I read your question out loud if you are here? Yes, okay. Happy Cancer season, thank you. I've always wanted to know if my spirit guides are proud of me. Oh, and is there anything they'd like to see more of from me? Thank you, sending light. Okay, are your spirit guides proud of you, and is there anything they'd like to see more from you? I love spirit guide readings. Like, I literally love them. I'm gonna use my fairy deck, I think. Hi, honey. Third incense of the live. You definitely do hear a rooster. You definitely do. Okay, where is it? Oh, here it is. Love a good cleanse, exactly. Just send a ground in for this reading. Okay. Oh. Hi, honey. Oh. Oh my god, yes. Okay, I know exactly what they want more from you. Oh, good girl, honey. So, are your guides proud of you? Absolutely. Oh my god, absolutely, they're proud of you. Look at this first card. This card to me signifies so much pride. It's this little fairy, and she's like holding this flower like, I did this myself, I grew this flower, this is mine. So this is actually clarifying the Hermit. So your guides are pretty much wanting you to see that they are extremely proud for how much you've built alone. And I just want to say that I feel you've done a lot alone, you've healed a lot alone, you've shown up for yourself a lot alone. Like, you could have just had a really lonely path, and you've built something really beautiful of yourself when it comes to that. They are very, very proud of you. This is something that I don't think your path has been, again, very supportive when it comes to other people. This trails into what they want more of from you. They want to see more connection. All right, you have built this really strong foundation, and you've become comfortable giving to yourself, but they want you to be seen. All right, so we literally have the Devil reversed, which is the healing energy, and then that's being clarified with the Six of Wands, which is a card about being seen. We have the Knight of Swords, about communication, Six of Pentacles, which is about giving and receiving. There's something here about you putting yourself in a position to be seen. This is sharing your mind on TikTok. You know, it doesn't mean like Six of Wands doesn't mean like I'm gonna be famous, I'm gonna blow up all over the place. I mean, it could mean that, but it's like the energy here of, even if like your thoughts are special, your perspective is special, like how you show up in the world is supposed to be special, and other people need to hear that, and you need to know that it's safe for that to be received. So there's a really big like internal conflict you have here about like protecting your energy is how it feels, because you maybe had to do that in the past, and your guides are pretty much saying like, you don't need to do that when it comes to being seen. You don't need to like protect your energy. They actually are saying it's going to feel better, and it's going to fill you up giving to positions where like you're being more seen than you think it is. Like, there kind of feels like a mindset for you where it's like, it's going to drain me, or I'm gonna get evil eye, or like things like that. But your guides are like, that's not going to happen. Put yourself out there more. Two of Cups reversed on the bottom with the Knight of Cups reversed with the Judgment. There's a really high like emotional expectation you have on yourself, and they're like, let it down. Like, let this down, have more fun, connect more. Like, I literally saw a TikTok this morning of like a celebrity, and I fucking love her, and she's like, I've been really active on TikTok because I just have so much fun on here with you guys. Like, that's the kind of energy here, is they want you to be authentic So then you can attract people that help you feel safe to connect. And I think that will even help you in your physical life feel less alone. So that's the biggest thing that I have here, is that they want you to put yourself in positions to be seen so you can connect more with others, because you've built a strong foundation and this is like the next part of your lesson. That's what I'm getting for you, Denise. Yes, last reading we did, they wanted me to do social media. Oh my goodness, I posted one video and got scared and having looked back. Oh my goodness. Wow, that's so crazy. I don't even remember that. Yeah, they want you to connect. And this is not about being seen, you know, it's not about like being famous, it's about connection. So focus on that. Focus on how it feels for you, and don't look at the views, you know, like don't focus on the likes and the views. I'm honestly working on this on myself when it comes to TikTok again. So I totally feel you, and I know it's scary, but just focus on how it feels right now. Okay, so guys, my list is open now. If no one else buys a reading, then I will get off. But I have $45 readings, which is just tarot. And this was a $45 reading. And I have $65 readings, which is in-depth with Oracle and Tarot, and it's a longer reading. Oh, thank you, Denise. I'm sending you love. So if you guys would like to get on my list, you can click the link on my page, and then you'll find my website. And then on my website, you'll see right where to pay. Everything's already set up for you. So I'll stay on for maybe like 5 more minutes to see if anyone buys a reading, and if they don't, then I will get off. Again, like I said, guys, there's $45 readings USD and $65 readings, which is in-depth with Oracle and Tarot, and then 45, which is just Tarot. Yeah, love me. If you'd like to buy a reading, then you just click on the link on my page, click on my website, and then there'll be an option to pay. Yeah, so you click on my YouTube page, you'll click on the link on my page, it's right at the top. Click on my website, and then you'll see on my website, it says right at the top, click here for live readings. Oh my God. My sweet honeys coming to lay with me. Yeah, the mods are definitely working overtime. I love my mods. They really come through, guys. Okay, we have Victoria. Victoria's on my list here. Okay, Victoria, are you here? And if you are here, can I read your question out loud? Aw. I'm here? Yes, you can. Okay. Okay. Hi, back again. LOL. So we have, I was curious what my guides want my next steps to be right now to reach my highest timeline. Thank you. Okay. Just what your guides want your next steps to be. So weird, I felt called to use this deck and I kept it out. It's like one of the only ones that I kept out. Okay, let me use this again. Happy birthday, Kyle. Okay. This is loud in here. Something about your career is actually coming through. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Things that make you bored are a huge judgment call for you right now. So we have Queen of Pentacles reversed with the Queen of Cups upright, Four of Cups with the Judgment. So immediately what I'm getting from just this is that Queen of Pentacles reversed usually to me indicates like a mother wound, and that can relate to like believing in yourself. With you coming out as the Queen of Cups upright, that pretty much means that you know how to value your emotions, you know how to listen to yourself, you care about yourself, and you probably have a lot of care for others as well. Queen of Pentacles, though, embodies that into her work. So this could be about daily habits, like Virgo energy, but this could also be about like your literal career. So we have the Four of Cups with the Judgment, which on the right side is pretty much saying there's something here that you're doing or not doing that's like causing you boredom. And your guides are really needing you to go outside of your comfort zone when it comes to say, where am I bored? And how can I choose to go out of my comfort zone when it comes to expanding this energy? Like they need you to get a new perspective, and this new perspective might lead you to something that is like a new journey. So like again, it could be like, it gives you a new perspective on what you want to do or how you want to expand your career, or it gives you a new hobby or habit that you have that makes you feel more embodied in your ability to create something. But there's something here about like your money and finances expanding based on you choosing to go out of your comfort zones. Like it's like a level up in life. But look at where you're bored. That's literally something that's coming out really loud. Look at where you're like comforting yourself a little bit too much. Two of Swords underneath the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Knight of Swords, Three of Swords reversed, Two of Pentacles reversed. I'm gonna take those, but send them out, please. Yeah, the Queen of Cups is literally coming out with the Sun. How it feels right now when I'm reading your energy, yeah, exactly, Paige. Your life is lacking like a little bit of excitement right now, like a little bit of like, woo, kind of energy. I get the vibe the Death is on the bottom here. That you maybe have not had like an easy life. Your life has maybe been like harder than most. Not to invalidate anybody, but it definitely feels like you had like a difficult life. With that being said, I think comforting yourself is really important to you. It's giving me Cancer energy. Cancer loves to, Cancer and Taurus vibes, right? Like they love to stay in their comfort zone. They love to be comfy. And sometimes they love to be so comfy that like they will stay in their comfort zone. You know, like they don't like to do things that are out of that comfy energy. So there is something coming loud here that it kind of feels like you're in a standstill of like, I know that I want to go out of my comfort zone, but I also have this energy of like, but I don't need to. I don't need to. My life is fine. Everything's going fine. I don't need to go out of my comfort zone. But then you're also not valuing what makes you happy, because right now your comfort zone isn't necessarily like making you grow. I'm a Cancer rising. Okay, that's interesting. So that's about your public image and how others view you. So there could be an energy here. This could be about, especially with the Queen of Pentacles being, you know, like a public figure. She usually is like a business owner. This could be something about like you putting yourself out there, being around other people more often. But your biggest advice in your next steps here is to say, where am I enabling myself, pretty much? Where am I enabling myself to stay in my comfort zone? And how can I take one step every single day to get out of that comfort zone? This is going to be something that really expands your ability to feel comfortable in your growth. And I think that's what's going to help you like expand more, is that you're proving to yourself that you can be comfortable while going out of your comfort zone, and that going out of your comfort zone actually creates more comfort. That's something that's like really helping you expand. So it feels like a step by step by step process, because that is how, you know, your comfort zone works. But yeah, that's the biggest energy here. Look at where you're bored. Like, where are you bored? That's the biggest judgment call for you. Where are you bored, and how can you choose to do something that's a little bit scary? That's what I'm getting for you, Victoria. I love that. I'm really spot on with the placements today. I'm like feeling such Cancer vibes. You're literally Cancer rising. I've been feeling that push to venture out heavily. About to go crazy now. Thank you. You're so welcome. I am a Cancer. And I'm also Cancer Venus. So I can definitely resonate with that energy. Okay, next on my list is Alina. Alina is next on my list, guys. And I think that might be my last, unless somebody buys a reading like while I'm doing Alina's reading, then I will get off after Alina. So, are you here, Alina? These cards are so pretty. Look how pretty that is. Hi, honey. Oh, it's so cute. Alina. Wait, are you still doing readings? Just paid for one. I am still doing readings. I have not gotten your payment yet. Oh wait, Lena. Alina, yes. Yes, you're on my list right now, Lena. I was just calling for you. So can I read your question out loud? You are up right now, girl. Hey. I actually am tired. That's why this is gonna be my last reading, because I actually am really tired right now. Okay, I'm gonna assume, I'm just gonna not read it out loud. I don't know if she heard me. I need to hear specifically about my healing and career. Okay. Advice on healing and career for Alina. Let's see what comes through. Yeah, I'm gonna use this one. Oh, I love your content so much. Oh, I thought that was actually a nice comment. Okay. Okay, Alina, I'm getting Capricorn vibes for you. And the Capricorn full moon is literally like today or tomorrow. There's something here that you're holding on a little bit too tightly to when it comes to money and career. It's really loud to me that, yeah, 10 of Swords coming through. They really need you to end this. It's really loud to me that in the question, you literally said about my healing and career. They're tied for you. And that's what I'm getting in your energy, is that like when you need to heal, you maybe focus on leveling up your career. Like it's something that could be really important to you. Let's like, what do you mean? I'm getting Earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo vibes, definitely Capricorn vibes. With that being said, when it comes to your healing, they actually want you to separate the two. So right now it's kind of like you only have so much control over your career. It's not something that's like you have 100% full control over. So with that being said, they want you to right now, we have 9 of Cups sideways with the Hermit sideways. Find some more things in your life right now that make you happy outside of your career. So like taking a break to say, how can I fill my cup up from something that isn't related to money, or isn't related to work, and isn't related to working hard or suffering? That is going to help you have more energy and space to have new perspective shifts to advance your career. But right now, like they need you to have a balance of giving to yourself just for you, and then giving to your career when you need to give to your career. These two cards are actually mirroring the 10 of Swords reversed with the 9 of Wands. So you are ending a huge cycle right now. Like it's really loud about ending that, but the 9 of Wands is a wounded warrior card. So it's pretty much a card where it's like, I'm so tired. I always have to work so hard. Nothing comes easy for me. Like, and I'm still pushing. I'm not going to give up. I'm still going, but it's not easy. But it's also a card pretty much of saying like you're almost there. Like you carry so much, and oftentimes when the 9 of Wands comes out, especially with the Hermit, it indicates an energy here of like, how can I do something that proves to me I don't have to work so hard? Because when you've been alone for so long, or you've had to work really hard your whole life, it's part of your identity. It's like, I'm so strong because of how much I carry on my back. Instead of saying, I'm going to take the backpack off and take a break. And that doesn't mean I'm not strong. It means I'm actually so strong to do what a lot of people like aren't strong enough to do when it comes to pride. So in the center we have the Fool in the upright position, which is conscious. And then on the bottom we have the 4 of Pentacles. So you are actually feeling called consciously to take a leap of faith towards something. And this leap of faith might be taking more time for yourself, putting less energy towards a career, and trusting that it's actually going to expand if you put less focus on it, if you stop clinging to it. But in the subconscious part of the reading with the 4 of Pentacles, it's like you still have this fear of like, I have to hold on to it, and if I don't hold on to it, it's not going to grow. So that's actually not true. It's just a fear that you have right now. Like I always like to say the saying, and I hope this comes back to you when you need a reminder, you only lose what you cling to. It feels like right now you cling to your career, so it's not giving it space to grow. So that's my biggest advice right now, is recognize like, where am I clinging to a sense of control or to a sense of happiness that isn't necessarily fully in my control, and how can I prioritize creating that within myself? That has nothing to do with any career, no money, no friends, just me, myself, and I. So that's the biggest energy here. I also would take a look at past fears that you have, like fears that you currently have of like maybe taking a break, or like fearing that things are going to fall apart if you pull your energy back, and ask yourself, where's that coming from? What version of me is that coming from? When was the last time I felt that? And then write a letter to that version of you, or do something that you wish that version of you could have done. You know, if you had to like parent your parents, you had to parent your siblings, or you've always had to like be a backbone for everyone else, how can you right now in this moment take that backpack off and be that backbone for yourself in a gentle way? Like be the care that you wish someone would have been for you. So I think looking at your past could be like a way to like help that a lot. That's what I'm getting here for healing and career vibes for you, Alina. I hope that resonates for you, Alina. Aw.
Hi, honey.
Oh, I'm glad it helped someone else too. Okay, guys, I'm gonna get off now. I love you guys so much. And I will see you in my next live. I should be live again next week on Wednesday, okay? So I will see you guys next week on Wednesday.